All right, well, welcome back for those who watch. Today I want to talk about, um, I guess, when the say they when let's say environmentalists they like to say the science is settled on the on global warming, whatever, climate change. Oh, well, okay. So going back to Al Gore, he wrote a book. He puts it out. He puts the movie out. Everybody agrees the science with the science then, and then they find out, like whatever, 10 years later, that all that science was gunk. It was all bunk. Nothing that they predicted came true. So the science wasn't settled on that. So since the beginning of this pandemic, I hate air quotes, but let's just say, uh, it's always been said, the science on this is you know, it's fact based. It's relative. Um, you have to be concerned. You have to take the science and you have to listen to the science. And then when you get a few people who dissent from the science, you know, it, it it's just unfortunate because we have a government and a news media and Hollywood entertainers and who are working together to blind the American public to what is actually the truth. And it just gets me back to that movie, especially the internet and social media, Terminator, like the first one. And if you watch the first and second one, and they talk about Skynet, then just watch those movies, and then you'll realize you're kind of living in a Skynet where if you have an opinion that's different than the powers that be, then they'll just shut you down, and they'll silence your voice so your message doesn't get out there, or they discredit you so that your message doesn't mean anything. I mean, if you are still turning a blind eye to the fact that you don't have the kind of freedom that you think you have in this country and the ability to do what you want to do and live how you want to, stop paying your taxes and see how that works out for you. You know? Don't pay your bills. See how that don't work out for you. Stop going to work. You know? Become a full anarchist. See how far that'll get you in life. You are controlled. We are all controlled. We are all under control. But when they start taking free thought away from you, from the ability to have your own thought and to see if there's like-minded people like you out there in the world, so that you won't feel like, man, maybe I am a conspiracy. Or maybe I'm crazy. Maybe I should wear a tin foil hat. When they start taking the ability for you to communicate with other people to see if your thoughts are actually resonating with other people or valid, or they're just plain crazy, that's when it's just everything is against the creation of human. It's just inhuman. Because our ability to be free, our minds to be free, our bodies to be free to do what we want to, is fundamentally the reason of life. And when that ability is taken away, what is there to life then? To comply? We're just like the Matrix, a battery for the generator to keep going. I'm just saying. I mean, just think about it. There's more intelligent people out there than I am. I mean, these are just thoughts in my mind and from my heart. But really, you gotta think about that. Like You know, in the grand scheme of things, what part are we playing? Or do we have an integral part, or we're just, you know, just the soldiers, or pretty much the peons, and we are being led by our noses by the media, Hollywood, the politicians, the globalists. We're being led around. They're pissing in our ear all the time and telling us it's raining. I mean, come on, guys, come on, wake up. All of this. As soon as somebody comes out with a different set of facts that can seem valid, they get shut down, and they told that they're crazy, and then they discredit them, and they get the media and Hollywood and politicians behind them so that they can put out the narrative that this person is putting out junk science. It's not real science. And so you stop listening to them. But when may actually have the truth, we don't see it because we've been so blinded by the constant inundation of negativity. I mean, am I the only one that sees that? Anyway, I'll leave that here. You tell me in your comments what you think. I mean, do I gotta go make myself a aluminum hat and put it on? Because am I getting rays from outer space telling me that messing with my brain and telling me that all this stuff is wrong? I don't know. You tell me. Leave a message. Till then, everybody be safe.